friends, consider one example. In that, we consider here three equations. Three equations with three unknowns x, y, z. We have to find out value of x, y, z by using the relaxation method. This relaxation method will complete in three parts. First part, writing the residuals. Next, operation table. And the last, relaxation table. First part, for this our residuals, we write residuals for x, y and z variable. We are using this notation r of x is equals to 205 minus 10x plus 2y plus 3z. Transfer all the terms in the right hand side. So we have first residual for x variable r of x. Similarly, we will write here r of y minus 10y plus 2z. R of z equals to plus 2x plus y minus 10 of z. So we write in the first part, that is step 1, residuals for each equation variable x, y and z. So this is the format of writing residuals. Next we required operation table. Operation table that will write delta r of x, delta r of y, delta r of z, delta x is equals to 1. These are the small increments. Initially we are writing in that x, y and z. Delta is the small increment in x variable. R of x, so this column we have to write. So r of x, coefficients of residuals of x, in that column we are writing for x, y and z variable. Coefficient of x minus 10 plus 2 plus 3. Put here actual sign plus or minus whatever we have. Similarly, r of y plus 2 minus of 10 plus 2. Similarly, 2 plus 1 and minus of 10. So this is our second part, operation table. Now we start with the relaxation table. For this, we start with the initial approximations. X, y, z is equals to 0 initially. Then we got r of x, that is residual for x variable. By substituting x, y, z is equals to 0, it becomes 205. R of y, it is 154. And r of z is equals to 120. So this initially we'll put in the table 205, 154 and 120. What the relaxation method is, reduce these three values to 0. They are approximately 0, nearer to 0 or exactly 0. In that case, to that step we'll stop our relaxation method and then we'll define values of unknowns x, y, z. In the step 1, see in the first row the numerically largest value. Numerically largest value is 205. So we have to put increment for x variable. Write down residuals r of x, r of y, r of z. Each time for each step we will write down this first. Last row values 205, 154, 120. As we are giving increment for x variable, so choose row of x variable minus 10 plus 2 plus 2 in the bracket. Here we have to give increment. So that increment we have to choose. It depends on us what increment we are giving. The increment we have to choose like this. This 205 become nearer to 0 or this become exactly 0. So right now I consider here the increment for x variable, suppose 20. So the calculation for this become 205 minus 200 is equals to 5. So this number, the greatest number 205, we reduce to 5, which is nearer to 0, but not exactly 0, we make that nearer to be 0. The same increment will put here for other variables, r of y, r of z. Calculate this calculation and we have the values which we got here. We will write down in the table. 194,160. Write down here the increment which we have choose. The increment we choose here 20. So delta x increment is 20. The next, numerically largest value is 194. It means for y variable we have to give increment. Write down the same. Step 2, increment for y variable, but still this format is same. Write down the last row values here. 5, 194, 160. As increment it is in y variable, this is for x variable. So increment in y, choose row of y, plus 2 minus of 10 plus 1, and in the bracket for y variable choose the increment. So choose increment such that this 194 become nearer to 0, exactly 0. So suppose we choose here increment for y 19. In both the cases you can choose any increment. I choose here 20, you can choose 21. After 21 you will get some number here. If you choose 19 you will get some number here, and accordingly this number get changed. This relaxation table may vary according to the increments, student by students, but the final answer of everyone must be the same. That is, values of unknowns x, y, z are same. Now we choose here increment 19. So I mention here delta y increment is 19. The same increment will give for other residuals, and calculate this. The output of this, it is 43,4,179. Next, the numerically largest value is 179. It means for delta z we have to give increment. Should I mention here? Okay. Step 4, choose increment in z variable. For z variable increment, this pattern is same. This we have to log down as it is. Last row values 43,4,179. As increment in z variable we are choosing, so the last row z as it is 3 plus 2 minus of 10. We give here pattern like this. Now choose here increment in the z question mark. Where the question mark is there, only for that variable we are choosing the increment, not for these two expressions. Suppose increment is 18. You can choose here increment 17 also, you will get the difference 9. I suppose taken here increment 18. So in that case, what output we have? That is minus of 1. You may have output negative. So what output will get? That is nearer to be 0. So if you choose 17, you will get 9. But I choose here 18, so I got here minus 1. So accordingly, 97 by putting here 18 in this increments, 97 40 minus of 1. 97 40 minus of 1. So I explain here these 3 increments. Now one more increment I will explain, and the remaining part I will write down directly. See, the largest element is 97. So choose here increment in x variable. I have to mention here increment 18 we taken. X increment. So step 5 x increment. Write down Rx, Ry, Rz. Previous values we have calculated, 97 40 minus 1. Increment in x, so this row will consider in the bracket only for x. This is the question mark. Choose increment only for x variable. That increment, suppose we taken here 10. You can choose 9, 19. You will get output 7. Suppose I choose increment 10. So output is minus of 3. Calculate this on Calci. 60 and 90. So minus 3, 60, 19. Increment we given here 10. The next numerically largest value is 60. Step 6. Choose increment in x y variable. Rx, Ry, R of z, minus 3, 60, 19. Y variable increment. So y coefficients plus 2, minus of 10 and plus 1. In the bracket, increment right now we'll choose for y variable. Suppose the increment I choose here 6. So this value becomes 0, 6, 6, 9, 0, 25. Delta y equals to 6. So this is our consideration. Now see here, initially these are the largest numbers. To this step, these numbers are reduced and they are becoming, or they are going nearer to the 0 value. So if we continue this, the next numerically largest value is 25. So we have to choose increment in z variable. You do this calculation. Suppose that increment I choose, in that calculation it is 2. Then we got here 15, 4, 5. I will complete here this table. 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, minus of 3, minus of 2, 0, increment in 15, that is for x, we choose here 1, increment for, now here these two values are same. The numerically largest right now we can't define, but you take any increment, any largest number, delta x is equals to 1, 5, 6, 7, then 8, 8 minus 3, delta z is equals to, delta z is equals to 1, then delta x is equals to 1. Suppose this we have choose from these two comparison, and the last delta y equals to 1 because this is the numerically largest. Now see here, each step we reduce increments, we given increments, and in the last row we got here all three values are 0. It may possible that we'll get all three value at a time 0, but maybe some values are nearer to 0. Then also we'll stop there and we'll conclude our answer. The last part remains. How we'll define values of unknowns. Value of x is nothing but the summation of increment in x variable. So that increments we have to consider. Suppose I denote it by arrow. These are the increments in x. All that increments will write down here 20 plus 10 plus 1 plus 1, which is equals to 32. So this is the value of x, value of y, increments in y variable, delta y, delta y, delta y. Take all the summations of these increments. 26 delta z equals to the remaining 18 2 plus 1 21. So the values of unknowns are 32, value of y equals to 26, value of z is equals to 21. Now in this problem I explained 4 to 5 increments how to calculate. The same procedure you continue for next increments in the x, y, z. You reach in the last row where all three values are at a time 0 or they are approximately to be 0. Then in that case you calculate x, y, z like this. Now see here, at this step we got here this 0 value. But this is only one value is 0, but the other two are not 0. So we have to continue our procedure till at a time 3 values are to be 0. We may get 2 values to be 0. Suppose x and y to be 0 in that case. But z is not 0 and it is a greatest number. Then in that case, all 3 values when it becomes 0, we'll stop there and we'll calculate x, y, z like this. So this is a relaxation method. Thank you.